Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And today we're going to be taking a look here at the energy for the week ahead, which will be August 4th through August 10th. Yeah, because Saturday is going to be a full moon in Aquarius. So that full moon is going to peak around 3:55 a.m. Eastern time. And it's going to be around 17 degrees at Aquarius. 17, that's my number right there. This is going to activate your 11th house, Aries. Okay, so this is around social groups, networking, collective friendships. It could also be around spiritual communities, all right, as well. So I have a little bit here. I'm going to read this for you just so you can see how you can prepare for this full moon. So the sun's going to be in Leo. And the moon's going to be in Aquarius. And it brings a powerful contrast between heart and mind, self-expression, and collective vision. It invites not only self-release, but radical reinvention rooted in emotional truth. The ruling planet, Uranus, making a grand air trine with Saturn, Neptune, and Mars. So amplifies sudden insights, innovative leaps, and breakthrough clarity around group dynamics, community ideals, and spiritual purpose. So energy themes will be release old social dynamics, redraw your associations, trust deeper intuitive knowing, and embrace visionary ideas, not just for you, but for your impact within your communities. So I do believe that Aquarius new moon was probably around January, end of January. I have a sister who I think her birthday. So around January 29th, I think it was this past year, this new year, that was Aquarius, full moon, new moon in Aquarius. So anything that you may have been going through then, or something that may have started for you then, maybe there might be some sort of peak, culmination, ending, shift, or transition. I know for me, I started a social group that I may now be transitioning out of. And it may be happening around this time frame. So it could be that, or it could be a rewriting the narrative in social groups and networkings. Okay, you could be creating your own social group or community, or doing something through your work that serves or benefits a community. Okay, so yeah, and I will have a reading. Obviously, I will have a full moon. I will have a full moon in Aquarius reading later in the week, and for the Patreon community, they will have a separate reading with the astrology as well. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective. Sun, moon, Venus, and rising Aries folks. What is happening this week ahead? I have the windows open right now. They're cutting lots of grass outside, so you might hear that in the background. All right, stop right here. What is the vibe of the week for Aries? The Aries people, what are they going to be feeling? What is the energy? All right, we're using the Soul's Journey Lesson Oracle. I'm seeing health at the bottom of the deck. Oh, this is a great way to start off. Look, it matches that leaf back there. Happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So tuning into your emotions and your feelings. Feelings can be fickle sometimes, but it can be a great indicator that you're on the right path. You're doing something well. And I always say, whenever they're in good, every time they're good like that, amplify them, bask in them. Oh, goodness. Also, Mercury retrograde is coming to an end on August 11th. So mark your calendars. Even my sister, and she's not even really big into astrology. She's not big into anything like this that I am. But she's starting to learn from me a lot. I think she was always closed off to this before because it scared her. But now she called me and she was like, oh my gosh, this has been one hell of a Mercury retrograde. And I thought that was so funny. I was like, oh, you knew it was a Mercury retrograde? She was like, yes. She's like, I've been hiding. And she's a Virgo, by the way, she's a Virgo with very strong Scorpio placements. So I think Scorpio moon and Scorpio rising. So let's take a look here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising Aries. Let's take a look. What is the vibe for the week ahead for Aries? What is the message that they need from the wisdom of the Oracle? Regeneration. That makes plenty of sense. Regeneration. I didn't show you the card. Regeneration. The fire. being purged. And then what's happening is that everything is burning away here from this lava. But this beautiful tree is like sprouting up from this hot lava fire, right? It's bursting up, a new beginning. And you can see the stars there. It's almost like giving it this energy from the clouds, from the heavens. And it's a beautiful blue, green flowers on it. So regeneration, being reborn, rebirth after the fire, Aries. Let's see. Rebirth. Second chances, new opportunities. Thank you, God. Thank you, ancestors. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced. It's being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. All right. So the relationship message says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now's the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. So Aries, a lot of Aries, you may be experiencing new love coming in, new relationships, new connections, especially with this. It could be more of a friendship vibe, but even if it is a lover, this is somebody who could possibly that you really get to know first and become friends with, and you grow from there. The prosperity message says, what happens when it appears you failed at something? This is a long one, so buckle up. All right. What happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then, once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start, a more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seemingly loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past because you really are experiencing a rebirth. I love that, how it talks about the subconscious mind. I was talking to my pendulum yesterday. My spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors. I asked my ancestors to come through the pendulum, and I asked them about something that I was manifesting. And I'm like, how do I go about getting this? And I kid you not, I used the pendulum board. I'm going to show you for those of you who don't know. I used my pendulum board. Oh, look at that. Confirmation. I asked if my mom was present during it. Look what just fell out on the ground, the Empress. So I was asking if she was, in that collective ancestor message when I was doing it yesterday, and there it is. And it literally spelled out subconscious mind. It spelled out subconscious mind. And those of you who don't know, this is a pendulum. It spelled out subconscious mind. I asked them, how do I get this thing? And they said, subconscious mind. So if that's not confirmation, I was dumbfounded that it was literally going through the letters S-U. I was like, wow. And that just showed me everything that I needed to know. There is no effort or force for us to get things done. It truly is saturation of our subconscious mind. Our belief system, where you plant the seed and changes. Well, a lot of our belief systems are ingrained, right? But wow, that was just powerful, and I wanted to share that. So this is about regeneration. Don't look at a loss as a failure. Look at it as an opportunity to be reborn. All right. They say a setback is only a setup for a comeback. That's this regeneration energy. So if you've been going through some sort of loss, whether it be love, financial, family, it is about to be a period of reborn. I knew this was going to come out. I saw it. The Three of Swords, Three of Winter, Ace of Swords I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck. Show me clearly. Clarify this energy here for the week ahead. This is possibly why you have the regeneration energy. Nine of Autumn, and the Five of Summer. Leave it right there. Ego at the bottom of the deck. So the vibe we have is the Three of Swords, Three of Winter. I'm seeing the Five of Cups, or the Five of Summer, and the Nine of Pentacles. Now this is about heartbreak, disappointment, and despair, because of maybe thinking something was going to be something and then it wasn't. The Five of Cups could be the sadness or a loss. It says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. And then the Three of Winter says, reach out to others for comfort, love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. So there's a deep sadness about a truth that you've discovered, right? Excuse me, I always say that because the Three of Swords is like the daggers go through the heart. The daggers represent truth, all right? So you're figuring something out, or you found something out in the past and it could still be lingering. The Five of Cups is usually a card of emotions lingering over time. It's like, yes, something happened. There was loss, there was a breakup, there was sadness, but I'm continuing to dwell in that sadness and in that loss. And this card asks you to, yes, feel it deeply, feel it rawly, right? Because it's the only time we heal from things. But after a certain time has passed, now it's time for you to look in the other direction, right? And I say look in the other direction forward because in the traditional tarot, there's two cups behind the person grieving. And you see those two cups are filled with love. They're filled with emotions. They're new beginnings in love, emotions. And that could be in partnership or something that you love to do, right? So it's showing here with the regeneration, you even got the card of happiness, that you could still be going through a tinge of whatever this disappointment, hurt, and pain is. But there is a sense of pulling that energy together, transmuting that energy, alchemizing that energy, and then turning it into your power through your healing. Could even be creating something through it or doing something. The Nine of Autumn is a very beautiful card. And this is the Nine of Pentacles. It says, reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. So if it's a breakup, if it's a loss of something here, there's going to be a beautiful time that is spent being alone and either healing or financial glow up in some way. Because the Nine of Pentacles is a very abundant financial card. So if you've been experiencing some sort of lack financially, and that's where the heartbreak is, there is going to be some wealth coming in. Let's pull from my deck, see any messages, 3 cards here that Aries may need confirmation on for the week ahead. Firm boundaries are needed. That came out the last time I used this deck, and I shuffled this really well. Firm boundaries are needed. Twin Flames. The Twin Flame card came out. Odd man out. Odd man out. So, wow. That's interesting. With the odd man out, especially when we're talking about that the full moon is in Aquarius, and that has to do with social groups and networking, spiritual groups, communities, or friendships. So somebody could be feeling like they don't fit in a particular group setting anymore. Or it also could be a situation where your audience is changing. I don't know why that's coming to me, but that could be a situation for some people as well. Maybe who you're marketing something to. Maybe you're not feeling like you're in alignment with where you once did. At the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing marriage. This situation involves marriage. Let's see here. Last one, I got good energy, good juju here. Last card we have, you got the job. You got the job. All right, so let's take a look here for Aries for the week ahead. Pull some Kipper, and then I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to pull 7 cards so we can take a look at the full vibe of the week. I'll pull 1 card for each day and just go over that, and that will be the general message. But anything from the Kipper here coming out for Aries for the week ahead. Anything for Aries they need to see. We have mature man. That could be a father figure, an elder, It could be you, okay? Could be someone older, dating someone older. We have message of concern. Message of concern. Anything else? And we have high honor. High honor. Okay, so you could be getting some concerning news about an elder, a father figure, an uncle. Be careful with that. I will say be careful, but check in on them if you need to. Okay, high honor came out the last time I pulled the Kipper as well. This is about an elevation, promotion. You see, you got the job, some of you here. This also could be some sort of ascension, spiritual ascension, high honor, elevating. You're doing something more or at a different level. You're taking something that you're doing to a different level. You're increasing. I don't know why I keep wanting to say audience, but that's not where I was going. That just like you're expanding to expanding to a different level. What am I trying to say though? The words are not coming out. I'm feeling the energy. I'm seeing it in my head, but the words are not coming out of what I'm trying to convey here. It's not about a different audience. It's scaling, like scaling up. Okay. So if you're a business, you could be scaling up. Some of you, if you're working on a job, maybe you're going somewhere else where they pay more, but that's the main thing that I'm seeing is about scaling up something, doing something in a bigger way. Reaching more people. There we go. Reaching more people. All right. Show us the energy for the week ahead for the Aries collective. What is the vibe of the week? We'll pull 7 cards just to see how this week unfolds for Aries. I'm going to stop right there. How does this week unfold for Aries? Thank you so much. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 4 of Swords. Which will be Tuesday. Show us anything about Wednesday. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the Moon. Which there is a full moon this week. I'm seeing here, moving this out the way. A lot of cards. Okay. We got the Justice. How do they want me to take this? Okay. So I have to put those back. All right, tell me about. All right, Saturday, Aquarius energy. And there we go. Sunday, the sun, Sunday on the sun, and the King of Swords. Wow, I like that. Okay. So Aries, this is how it's looking. The beginning of the week, you still have a lot of questions that need answers. Page of Swords, 4 of Swords. You may get those answers, even if you might not like those answers, but the 4 of Swords is a card of a healing. Now I can heal. Now I can heal from whatever hurt me. Remember, the 4 of Swords comes after the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is the overall energy of the week. So whatever pain that you may be dealing with, you may start to heal from this pain, heal your heart. There may be some answers that come through that answers some questions. Page of Swords is a very inquisitive type of energy. Some of you could be receiving communication, letters in the form of letters, mails, DMs, emails, things of that nature, because swords are communication. Now, some of you could be getting information or an invitation, right, to do something. So invitation, just an invitation to go somewhere. Page of Swords is also the card of spying, investigating. Okay. It's also a very exciting card, high energy card of I'm learning something new. I'm going down a new path. So this could be you. Monday, I'm starting to do something new. I'm starting to learn a new set of skills. This is going to be very healing to me. Healing to me. It may not feel like it right now, but down the road, this will be very healing to me. 6 of Cups, the middle of the week. This is going to feel like support and love. Maybe something is coming up from a past situation, childhood friends, memories, a past lover could be coming up. There is some sort of emotional reminiscing coming on. Reminiscing is emotional, but you know what I mean. You could be dealing or doing some literal shadow work because next to it, I have the Moon card. which is all about the subconscious mind, deep-rooted fears, subconscious things that are embedded into you through childhood. Six of Cups is childhood. The Moon card, let me change this. The Moon card talks about things that are hidden, secrets, things that could be coming to the surface. What's done in the dark comes to light. Also, you could be starting around Thursday, starting to feel the energy of the full moon, which could be very emotional. We know how we get when full moons are, right? And this could be jogging up things from the past, childhood things, childhood wounds, and maybe even just healing, right? Because I'm not getting a negative energy around it with the Justice card here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There is a balancing out. This is an answer. This is an apology. Some of you could be dealing with some sort of legal situations, but this is karmically getting what one deserves, okay? This also could be coming into balance after healing something karmically, okay? This could also just be feeling more in balance after having such an emotional time in the middle of the week. For the full moon energy, and on Saturday, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is clarity. So I do feel like there is some sort of deep dive throughout the week. Maybe an emotional roller coaster, but it's beneficial because you're getting to an answer. Something that you've had questions about emotionally, just definitely emotionally here. With the Ace of Swords, this is like, yes, those questions are answered. I have a sense of clarity, a new beginning, a new direction. There's success here as well. You could even be receiving communication. Sunday, we have the Sun and we have the King of Swords. Someone here is intellectually heightened, okay? You could be having a communicate. Let me say this, and before I go there, what I'm getting the sense of is that by Sunday, you'll have a brand new direction and you'll be very, very happy about this new direction. Whether things had to end in the situation, okay, family, networking, social groups, or situations like that, I feel that you will feel free. It's kind of like this girl here in the Sun card is just like open and free and ready for what's next and what's new. The joy to come into her life, expansion, happiness, and abundance. King of Swords is kind of like laying down the law, speaking your truth, sticking to the truth of a situation. No fluff, no in between, no emotions, just straight up, unfiltered truth. So I feel like this is like somebody who is very secure and stable in their truth, aware of where they stand, and they're trusting in the knowledge that they have moving forward. Now, this is very interesting. And I'm just looking at this now. The beginning of the week starts out with the Page of Swords, which is like the baby swords, court card, the baby swords. And it ends with the King, right? Which is the father figure, the mature one, the top of the ranks. So you start out with some sort of knowledge. Some of you could be learning, like this literally could be like, I'm picking up a skill this week. It just is just as simple as terms. I'm picking up a skill this week. And by the end of the week, you have mastered something. And this is not something small. This could be something to do with a job, something that you're wanting to try to. It's like you could be literally learning something, maybe with ChatGPT or something like that. And you're like, okay, now I got it. Now here's the green light to go and do this, whatever this thing is. Some of you, this could be asking a question that you may not have been ready for the answer, but the answer is coming. The truth is coming. I chuckle a little bit because we always tend to ask questions that we don't really want the answers to, but we think we do. It could be a sense of that. But whatever the answer is, it's very healing. Okay. It is very healing. And I feel like it's healing in the way of that it sets you free. It sets you free because the Ace of Swords is all about clarity, new beginnings, communication, and truth. The Justice is like you getting the truth one way or the other, and I don't care because that's the way of the world. It has to go. Things have to be in alignment. They have to be balanced. Okay, let's take a look. Since that did feel a little career-ish, let's see about the purposeful career cards. What's happening for Aries this week? So the card, before I can shuffle all the way, the first card that came out is Main Street. It's time to be seen and show your talent to the world. Your business is getting more the audience at this moment. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that earlier? I kept saying there's something about leveling up audience. I kept saying that word. I was hearing that. Okay, so audience. Also, what was I saying? Expansion, leveling up, going to new heights in something. It may be time for you to move. I've always found that a lot of times some things don't shake because I'm not doing enough. And this is what I mean by that. Or I'm not asking enough. This is what I mean by that. You could be playing extremely small and you feel like, what am I doing wrong? The only thing you're doing wrong is playing small. The moment that you step into the divinity or your power or the level that you're supposed to be at, things start flowing like this. It has nothing to do with knowledge. It has nothing to do with, expertise or equipment or the things. It just literally has to do with you in alignment to who you are. A lot of us every single day, most of us every single day are walking around misaligned to who we truly are because we play so small. Because we don't think we're supposed to be a big player. We don't think we're supposed to be a big dog because we're conditioned to feel that way. You have marketing, and it says you are good at promotions. Apply different marketing strategies to grow your business and continue to innovate to attract more sales. I'm telling you. Ooh, that came out quick. You got composure. I'm going to leave it right there. Enterprise is at the bottom of the deck. Composure and authority. Composure says your calmness is necessary in this situation. Things might be beyond your control, but you have control over yourself. Relax, rejuvenate, and renew. So being in a calm space here. And then we also have authority. Your career is in the process of an upgrade. There's an opportunity for you to become an authority in your field of work. Be the leader you wish you had. I love this. This is all like glow up energy. This is all Nine of Pentacles energy. Maybe you're shedding a team. Okay. Maybe you're shedding a team, getting a new team in your work. Maybe your team you're working with, because the Nine of Pentacles is very independent. I'm in my own energy. I'm in my own bag. I'm in my own shit, All right. Let's take a look here. This is for Aries and their finances and career this week. Definitely feel a sense that finances could have wounded that financial story, but something is changing. Yep, I even slurped water. What you gonna do about it? Okay. Let's take a look. So to start off here, look at that. Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is at the heart of the situation in your finances. They've been unstable, all right? The Two of Pentacles says something has been unstable. Why has it been unstable? The Queen of Cups is all about self-care, emotions, your emotions and your feelings. Have you been crashing out? Because what you see in your bank account is not in reflection of what you think you should have. Yeah, that usually happens. But crashing out ain't gonna get you there. I mean, I'm being funny, but this could literally be a sense that you need to maintain some sort of self-care regimen. And I'm not just talking about the beauty stuff. I'm talking about putting your phone down at 9 p.m. and maybe not answering panic calls or whatever, or going to the gym to get some cardio in, because sometimes when the planets shift, depending on where yours are, sometimes it may cause for us to need a little exercise, right? Just to get some sort of energy out. And you think clearly, and you might be having brain fog. Two of Pentacles says you are doing a lot and you don't have the capacity to do a lot, whether that's financially or whether that's emotionally or materially or even trying to help people. You're doing too much, and the focus should be on self right now, because only when self is whole can you do much for others. Okay? When you're not whole and secure and loved, there's very, very little that you can do. Does that make sense? Like, if you want to do the world and give the world of yourself, you can do that, but you have to take care of yourself first. And this could be a reflection in your financial story. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What is the challenge here for Aries? We have the Four of Cups. Advice from Spirit. I don't think that wanted to come out. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And what is the outcome, potential outcome, or in the near future? Okay. We have the Hierophant. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh, let's use my Mardi Gras Carnival cards. Let's see here. The They're really like French carnival. All right, so let's see. Let's clarify this real quick. For Aries, finances and career. And career, Two of Pentacles. I also see this as like focusing on too many different things, and you need to just put your heart into one thing until you can get everything grown. Yeah, look at that. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the very meticulous, slow-moving knight. It's because he's a perfectionism. I feel like he gives Virgo energy. Got to get it right, got to get it right, got to get it right. But people may be complaining that I move slow, but by the end of the time, he gets to the King of Pentacles because he leaves nothing on the table. He leaves nothing on the table. Take care of yourself first, or the thing that your heart isn't really in, because you'll see that sometimes that can move the fastest. Four of Swords. Tell me about the Four of Cups here is in the challenge. Feeling like you missed an opportunity and you really haven't. Feeling like your time has passed and it really hasn't. Maybe it's an age thing. Maybe you're seeing other people and you're comparing yourself to what they have and what they're doing. And you're sitting there looking at them. Look at these 3 cups. Everybody else got 10. Well, your spirit guide's over here trying to hand you another cup and another cup and another cup. They're trying to get you, but you're in a bad, funky mood about what you have. I know it's extremely hard to be positive when the world is falling down on you. I'm not telling you need to have that toxic positivity, but you do need to give yourself grace for how far you've come. And that's everything. You understand? When you give yourself grace of how far you've come, that's a little bit higher of a mood than disappointment. That's like, you know what? I'm not where I want to be, but look where I came from. Look where I came from. I may be struggling a little bit, but days have been worse. Days have been worse. This is the 7 of Swords right here. This means that this is a lie. The devil is a lie. That's what your grandparents used to say. It's a lie. It's telling to you. It's lying to you. Your mind is playing tricks on you. You're okay. All right. You're not failing. All right. I promise you, you're not failing. If you can eat, if you can get you a can of Vienna sausages, you're not failing. All right. Just give yourself some grace. And I promise you, when you start to give yourself some grace, you'll start to see movement. You will start to see movement. And that's when everything, spirit guides are saying, everything will shift. I didn't even notice the bottom of the deck was the Judgment. Too harsh of a judgment on yourself. Things are about to shift. Wheel of Fortune in a very, very positive direction. A very, very positive direction. As they say that, the Chariot and the Page of Cups. I love this. New people could be coming into your life. Page of Cups, who share the same vision with you. Who have this same, and I say vision, like literally intuitive vision, guidance, nudge, Page of Cups energy. And the Chariot, Cancerian energy. This is all about forward movement. Travel, could be relocation, but whatever this is that has been stuck with the Wheel of Fortune is moving in a positive direction. And the Chariot is saying it's bulldozing through the thing that has been difficult. And it could come in the form of help from someone else as well. The last card we have is the Hierophant. This is all about spiritual lessons, teachings, learnings. What have you learned from a situation that is going to elevate you in some way? 7 of Cups. Stick to the truth. 7 of Cups is always a card of illusions. You may be focusing on, I was just about to say, you may be focusing on more of what hurt you, what failed, and thinking that because something failed, you're not going to get where you need to get. This is the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. But the Hierophant is like, stick to the truth of the situation. Page of Swords, look at that. The truth of the situation, your truth. 6 of Coins. And things will start to move for you. Things will start to move for you. Some of you could be feeling, if you're in a group setting, that where you are for work is just not anymore. Maybe you should be doing more in a different location, elevating, and that's the truth. But don't allow your mind to play tricks on you that that's going to be difficult for you to do, because it's not. It's not going to be difficult for you. You just have to put your mind to it and you will find the perfect place. All right, let's take a look here at love. Okay, let's use this side. Let's see here. Person on your mind. Let's see. Love in general for Aries. What's happening? This is our love reading for the week. What is happening for Aries? And whoa, this card's flipped out. Strictly sexual, past life love, addiction. What's happening here for Aries? Pull 4 cards. We have warning, warning, warning. Don't dismiss the red flags. Yep, this card came out. It flipped out again. Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. The intuition card literally came in reverse. It literally came in reverse. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Regret is at the bottom of the deck. You already know the answer you seek and you acting dumb. Okay. Play hard and rejection. These came in reverse as well. Well, at least you got protected at the bottom of the deck. You are safe and divinely guided. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. I feel like there's been a lot of play. No, rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. These came out in reverse. I mean, is there somebody coming back and you already know what they're about, but you still gonna, do the do? And you asking, well, I wonder, I mean, I think, have they changed? No. Right? Or it could be a situation where somebody new is coming in and the sex is really bomb. And so they hit the spot or they hit the bottom and you're like, is this the one? And you know damn well it's not. Like, you can have fun, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just don't need to stay in places longer than we need to stay in them. Hold on a second. Let's take a look at this situation here. What's the situation here with the person? We got the King of Cups, big love, big emotions, big feelings. The Challenge, the Justice, karmic, karma, seeing the truth, 8 of Wands, passion, communication, lot of passion, a lot of opportunities, outcome, 5 of Cups. I almost feel like Spirit is like, you could do but keep it moving. 8 of Wands is a movement card. It's movement. Very fast, quick movement. It's passion too. Could be chemistry. King of Cups, Ace of Swords. King of Cups is an energy, very strong emotions. Like sometimes the King of Cups can be very, has a lot of emotional depth to him. So you can fall in love. You can fall in love with this King of Cups easily. And if it's a good, I don't want to say good or bad, but if this is somebody who uses their powers for good, this could be a great thing. But sometimes the people who can read you the best be the ones who use that to their advantage. You understand? They use that to their advantage to play with your emotions and your feelings, especially if there's history. Tell me about the King of Cups. King of Swords. There needs to be some discernment with this King of Cups here. Tell me more about the King of Cups. Page of Cups. They're coming in very sweet, nice. Maybe it could be an apology for some. But there could be some sort of emotional immaturity. And then I got the 3 of Swords. That's a heartbreak card. That could be a cheating card as well. Maybe you're finding out the truth about a King of Cups. 7 of Cups. They're putting you in an emotionally confusing situation. The Justice and the Chariot say, look, you need to see the truth of this situation and move the hell on. Okay? The Justice card could be karma, literally. Maybe somebody's wanting an apology as well, or somebody's coming in with an apology. Somebody could be spying on someone. Tell me about the 8 of Wands. The Strength card. 2 8s here. 8. This is advice from Spirit. You're going to have to tame your emotions, your inner feelings. You're going to have to tame them. Like literally, I've never seen a combination like this, but it literally looks like this is just sexual. like the card says, and then now tame those emotions on the inside that are going crazy and going wild and telling yourself you're going to walk down the aisle with this person, because it's going to lead to this 5 of Cups energy, sadness, regrets. And that's you. Oh my God, the Emperor came out. And the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition, Aries. Listen to your intuition. Okay? All right. And then the 5 of Cups again. And the Hangman. Hangman is all about pausing until you can see the full picture, the full story. And underneath is the King of Wands. It might be that this person is literally a player, or just literally, you know, I'm not going to say that. Just out there, frivolous, out there. All right. All right. We'll do a quick singles reading, because I will have a singles reading this week. Let's see here. All right, let's take a look here. This is for a single Aries for the week ahead. What's going on with the single Aries? Could be love, could be not. Let's just see. What's the single Aries getting into this week? The reading that they need to hear this week. I got fun times. We got spiritual growth. I'll show you the cards 1 second. We got fair male in reverse. And dark male upright. What's that about? Could be same sex. And union in reverse. Or it could just be 2 different people coming towards you. We got fun times, parties, events, having fun. We got spiritual growth. Learning, expanding the soul. We got fair male in reverse. Lighter than darker. And obviously dark male, darker than lighter. Why did I just hear that saying, light eyes tell lies? I don't know why. And I'm looking at his blue eyes. We got the union card in reverse. Serious relationship, marriage, or partnership. Somebody could either be going through a breakup, not telling you about a divorce, or not telling you about a marriage. The spiritual growth card kind of gives me the sense that somebody could be coming in as a good time and not a long time, but they're still part of your spiritual path, meaning that you're supposed to learn something from this person, or they're here to teach you something about yourself that you're not picking up on. Sometimes that usually comes through heartbreak or miscalculation, as I like to say, which is a miscalculation. It's all right. All right, let's take a look. Ace of Cups, new beginnings in love, single Aries. New beginnings in love and emotions and feelings are coming in. And 9 of Pentacles, all right. Somebody could be tired of being single, right? But whoever this is, very attractive. Maybe they have money. Maybe they're very financially independent, and they give attractive. I can't see anything else of that. Just healthy and attractive. Let's see here. Some of you could be receiving money too. 6 of Coins. Financially stable and secure here. And the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups could be a love bomber. Somebody here who comes in, you know, when they want strong emotions and feelings, but then they leave when things get too heavy, or they get to a commitment level of somebody wanting a commitment. Knight of Cups again. I'm seeing the 8 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck, and the Devil. This is like somebody who comes in to trap you. And then the Page of Swords. I've been seeing the Page of Swords in every deck. Somebody who comes in to trap you. They're a great talker, very witty, very temptation is what. But and then you can't move on from them. Oof, sorry, single Aries. I split the deck, and the Knight of Cups is here again. They really want me to see the Knight of Cups. That's that love bomber card. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. Ooh, the 10 of Pentacles. I would say somebody's coming in for a long-term commitment, but are they already in a commitment? Let's clarify that one more time. Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Let's hope they're not. 9 of Pentacles. It's giving, something is there. It's giving they're single, or saying single, but something could be there. Maybe they just freshly broken out of one, the Fool card. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles as the challenge. Chariot, moving on from a relationship. Definitely could be that. Six of Coins, Page of Coins. And the Knight of Cups. There's the Page of Swords again. A good talker, smooth talker. But a King of Pentacles. I want commitment. Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands, stand your ground. So if this is a person, I'm going to read this as if this is a relationship thing first. Somebody could be coming in wanting a commitment, but still either... Nine of Pentacles. Tell me one more about the Nine of Pentacles. Strength card. Somebody could be coming in wanting a commitment, but they could still be holding on to their singlehood in some way. Like there's this real love bombing energy. I'm coming in to love you. It's a good time. It's a great time. They could be definitely be the material of the relationship that you want to be in. It's either they're just got out of a relationship and they're not divulging that. And they're coming towards you as if they want to be in a relationship. Let me tell you something. Some people just are addicted to that feeling of that beginning stages of relationship. It's a very toxic thing. It's because they come in and they ignite emotions and feelings in someone and like telling them, I want to be with you and da 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 da. But they're just addicted to that feeling of somebody wanting them and pining for them and like, oh my God, I think I found the one. And then once it really does get serious or start to talk about serious, they dash. That's what a love bomber is. They want you to build up all of these strong feelings and emotions for them because they're addicted to that new beginning feeling, and then they leave. So it could be a sense that this person has just gotten out of a relationship and they're not really telling you that, but they're still wanting you to fall for them. They're wanting you to fall for them. Because I got the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles is like low effort, but that's that breadcrumbing card. I'm giving you a little bit to keep you hanging on, And then we have over here the Nine of Cups, the love bomber, the Page of Swords. I'm telling you I want a commitment, but I'm really still pushing you away. Seven of Wands energy. Now, all of this could be in reverse, Aries. This could be you doing this, all right? Now, if this is not love, right, there could be a sense of a new beginning coming in here for you, Aries. And finances and career, something that could level you up financially greatly. But you might be too afraid that it might be too much for you, or there could be some sort of fear of success. Literally, fear of success, because Spirit says once you start hitting the pedal to the metal and you go in that direction of the thing that's calling you to do it, the money's just going to come down like rain, okay? Pentacles everywhere, all over the spread. It's coming in like rain. Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, Spirit is saying you just have to make the first move. And you're going to be divinely, abundantly blessed. Follow your heart. Nine of Cups, whatever this is, it's like this curiosity of, can I do this? Is it time for me to level up? Is it time for this? Yes, it is. Block that out in your head that's telling you you're not ready. Because you're ready. Okay? You're ready. It may be time to break up with an old job or an old way of doing something. This is around your spiritual growth. It's time. It's time. Some of you may need to tap into your shadow a little bit. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Look, you did it again. You might need to tap into your shadow. You have to learn how to balance that and alchemize that. All right, so that's what I have for you guys for the energy of the week. Let's pull an ancestor card to close the reading out. I was gonna pull a guardian angel, but let's pull an ancestor card. Let's see. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This is for Aries. Thank you so much. Let's see here. All right. You got the arrow. And it says, surround yourself with protective energy. Surround yourself with protective energy. Let's take a look at that. Man, Pugsley is beating down the block trying to get in here. Let's see. Let's take a look. 118. So the arrow, it says surround yourself with protective energy. Surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Call in your angels, guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. I feel like this is about the full moon in Aquarius energy. You may be shifting or changing groups, experiences, work, social groups, soul groups. Maybe somebody might not be safe. I might need to do a reading on that. Okay, arrows have long been revered as symbols of protection, as many native peoples would use the bow and arrow as a weapon of defense. When an arrow appears in meditation or dreams or an oracle reading, it's a sign you need to protect yourself and what is important to you, because not everyone has the same intentions as you do. This doesn't mean that people are intentionally wanting to hurt you, but they could be careless in their choices and actions, and this could affect you. There are energies around you that could lower your vibration, and it's important you become aware of them and aren't brought down by them. This kind of strikes me as the love reading that I did a second ago. Like either somebody's coming in that is like a red flag or coming back around, and you need to protect yourself. The extended message says, if you are in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, trust your intuition. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals, or with kindness. Follow your intuition about whom to trust and what to trust. If you can take time to retreat, or to step out of this situation to assess what is going to be beneficial for you, do so. In any event, this is a time to call on the energy of protection and to place yourself in a space that feels safe. All right. So that is what I have for you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.